All right, well, let's get started. First, we're going to mark the win. Jump, shaya, kong, ki, wakto 준비, wakto 시작. 바로, jump, shaya, kong, ki. Fantastic. We're going to start off just nice and easy with Turkish get-ups. We're going to find you're going to do them without weight to start off with because they're nasty. So here's how it works. Do you know your tactical get-up? It's the same thing. We're going to start. I'm going to go at an angle. I'm going to put one hand straight above my head. Okay? The other knee drops behind me. So left hand up, right knee down. From there, I bend sideways at the torso to put my other hand down. My arms should make a straight line between them. Don't be tilted this way. From there, I kick my leg through, and I lay back like a side break fall. Now, I keep that hand up, and then I'm going to rock up onto my hand and my butt. I'm going to lift my butt off so I'm on one hand, one foot. Then I tuck my knee back to that kneeling position. Straighten back up, stand up. Now let's try the other side. Put your other hand up. Drop your knee behind you. Okay? Notice ideally I want the weight traveling straight through my body onto my knee. I'm going to tilt slightly sideways, and as I do so, I transfer whatever weight's up here directly down my arm line. I kick my leg through, and I lay back like a side break fall, but I keep that weight totally vertical. From here, keep that knee up. I rock back up onto my hand, my foot, and my butt. My leg is out. Lift myself off so that leg's not touching the ground, and bring it behind me. You'll notice I keep that hand vertical. Square up, stand up. Okay, find something super light to start off with. I'm going to use Cthulhu here. He came from my car, that's why it's called that. Hold straight up. Make sure it's light there, Anjali. It's got to be like 1 pound is great. Just be careful. I'm going to drop that knee. Keep this hand straight up. Okay? Transfer weight to the other side. Kick through. Lay back down, but I keep that knee up. Keep that hand vertical. Push yourself back up. Balance on the 1 foot in the hand. Kick the knee underneath. Keep that hand vertical. Up and up. Change hands. Other side. Straight up. Daniel, don't let it sway anywhere. It's got to stay totally vertical. Knee down. Sideways. Balance the weight between your arms. Kick through. Lay back down. And you notice that swaying. That's what you got to fit. Now push yourself up. Balance only on your foot and hip. Kick that knee underneath and square up. And then standing up. Good. Okay, so that's our start. Now, we're going to do that a couple more times with slight weight, and then we're going to move on to more drills. We're going to keep coming back to that. So we're going to do 2 of them. Take that weight, stick it straight up. Hold your balance so it's drop. Control. That weight should not sway. Kick through. That weight should not sway. Totally stable above you. Rock up. Keep that weight stable. Balance. Kick the knee underneath. Square up. Everything's stable. Power back up. Change hands. Same thing. All the way up. Drop the knee. Tilt to the side. Weight stable. Kick through. Lay back down. Good. Power back up. Balance on 1 foot. Drop that knee. Back up. Sweet. Wait, put the weight down for now. That was totally nice. That's just our start. Moving on. We're going to start off with just step, jab, cross, step back. Step, jab, cross, step back. Nice and smooth. So slide forward, hit, slide back. Slide forward, hit, slide back. Boom, boom. You'll know, remember, watch my feet. They drive off that foot. Come back. Oops. Move, hit. Move, hit. If you're turning your hand vertical, you have to hit first and turn. If your elbow comes out, it's wrong. Good stuff. All right, grab your belt or your weight. Bounce that thing overhead. Drop one knee. Tilt to the side. Perfectly straight up. Now use your core to rock up. Lift. Knee underneath you. Keep that weight strap. Square up. Power up. Switch hands. Drop that knee, Daniel. There we go, to the side. Kick through. Keep your weight balanced. The worst thing you can do is literally drop this on your head while you're doing this. Back up and up. Fantastic. Weight down. Close reach. Okay, so same thing. Float forward, hook. Now as I float forward, I've tilted my weight. Boom. So I'm not moving straight. I'm tilting just the outside. So if there's a jab, a cross coming, I'm tilting past it. Boom. Hitting. If you're a higher belt, try a body punch, a hook, and an overhand. So you do 3. You shoot forward, body punch, shoot back, shoot forward, hook, shoot back, shoot forward, overhand. And then back, hook, back, body punch, back, hook, back, overhand, back, hook. Same thing. Remember when you do that body punch, you're still turning your feet. It's what goes into it. Sweet. Right. From here, everybody on your back on one side. We're going to do a side. No, we're not. Let's go on our backs and do hollow body. Feet off the ground. Good. Make sure you see everybody. All 2 people. Roll that core. Hey, Finn, doing good. If I can see you, curl that body, build that core. 10 seconds. On hollow body hold, your lower back is the only thing touching the ground. So you're curved like one of those, like a boat. Only your lower back and your tailbone touches. Good. Setting back up. Oh, good timing. Grab that weight again. Turkish get-ups, TGUs. Drop, tilt, kick through, rock. And then power back up, straight up, get that weight vertical. Change, and up. Now, if you are in danger of dropping your weight on your head, don't use the weight. Drop that knee, tilt, kick through, rock back. Again, every point in this drill is stable. If at any point in time you're like swaying, you need to stop, right? Weight down. You're gonna float forward. Elbow 4, float back. Notice as you land, you drive off that foot. Right? And you can keep your hand up here. I like to cover everything because of how close I'm going to be. Because I'm very close to the other person. Float elbow. Right? Go to your lean side, it's the same as before. Elbow 4. All right. Back to hold. We're going to go to arch body hold now, which is otherwise known as Superman. Arch. We're alternating between the 2. Arch that back. Yeah. Almost all of you are more flexible than me, so really force your back as high as you can. You should be just your belly button. You also shouldn't have a snack before doing this because it doesn't feel great on your tummy. Just saying. Arch that body as high as you can. You see people with more flexible backs will live longer. I'm not going to make it till next week. At this rate, stretch that back. I'm sure that's not true, but yikes. Good, almost there. Back up. All right. Tuck your knee, side kick. Tuck your knee, side kick. Remember, don't let your knee buckle low. Keep your knee higher than the kick. Yeah, so Angela, an idea is to grab your leg, hold you behind your knee. Just one finger on the knee and push. Yeah, there, the knee didn't buckle. See? Probably hurt a ton more, but it was better. Yeah, so you're trying to force it so the knee doesn't buckle down. Knee stays angled up. Good stuff. All right. Back to the beginning. Hunk. Chuck that weight up. If at any point in time you get unstable because you're tired, stop using weight. Remember, when I go sideways, I'm not using my core. The weight is balanced straight through my arms. Kick through, use your core to stabilize you down. Now don't just push up, use your core to rock you up. Balance, kick, drive, up, and then switch. Drop, core stability. This is actually a core drill, not a leg and shoulder drill. Rock that core, drive it up. Balance, use your core, tuck that knee. Drive up, sweet. All right. Now we're gonna do 2, float, jab, cross. And you're not going the same direction. You're moving, every time you move, change directions, and it doesn't have to be a big move. All you gotta do is if this line was my target, I just have to cross the line. I don't have to go 18 feet, I'm just moving little bits. And remember, every punch goes from your foot. Use your core to drive the punch out. Don't let your back sway, it's push off the foot. Pull off that core. Sweet. Uh-oh. Back to whole body. That's the back one. This is where you roll your tailbone and lift your feet, and you roll your spine a little to lift your shoulders. It's not just lift up, it's actually like tuck your tailbone, like you're tucking your pelvis. You're doing a posterior pelvic tilt. Making this a nasty, nasty exercise. If you've eaten too much ice cream and cake, like me, it's even harder. Almost there. You do it, hold that core up. Good, standing back up. All right, we did side kicks. Now tuck, point kicks. Remember to tuck that knee and extend. If you were a higher belt, alternate point kicks and hook kicks. So it's point kick, hook kick, hook kick. Keep extending. All right. From here, take your hands, make knife hands. Right? You put them up high. You go high 5, low 5. High 5, low 5. And just switch your feet as you do it. Daniel, if you know your 4 counts in Wally, that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Aim for the neck. Aim for the knee. Aim for the neck. Aim for the knee. Now, if you have a stick, this one's all the way through. The knee one's a flick. All the way through flick. Fantastic. Hey, this should be our last one. Grab that weight. Tuck that weight up. The last set. Body straight. Drop that knee. Stabilize. Your core should be tense and under control the whole time. Rock back up. Use that core. Balance. Use that core. Angle. Stabilize your core when your spine is sideways. Back up. Change sides. Turkish get-ups are one of the most amazing drills ever, but they're also a big energy eater. Hey, wake down. Fantastic. Wait, so you're gonna go, let's just start with a back fist. Now back fist like a point kick, extends out flat, pulls back flat. So I'm going to start with a fighter back fist. Then I'm going to shift my hips, fire the other way. So what I'm doing is kind of this direction change, hit, direction change, hit. But I am moving. Bounce one way and hit, bounce the other way and hit. Right? And I'm making sure my weight transfers forward so that I can move and continue if I need to. 1, 2, oh, sorry, just one. Make sure you finish your turn first. Don't hit and then roll. Sweet, down to Superman. Arch that back, scratch the cat, it's important. Try to throw up your supper. If you had supper, remember, try to, and again, I don't go very high. So you want to be doing like a cobra using your back muscles. Now, if this bothers your shoulders, put your hands beside you. Hold that up, nice and strong. My cat is very cute. Hold it up. Arch that back. Sweet, back out quick. All right. Front snap kick. Just switching. Again, now we've done the point kick, we've done side kick, now it's front snap kick. Make sure as you kick, at the end you push forward a little bit. If you do not push your hip forward, then your kick's going up. That's that little jerk. Hips forward is why I say Instructor Brad has that really penetrating kick. He doesn't just flick. He doesn't do a lot. It doesn't have to be a massive hip motion, just a little bit. Right now, a push kick from a tie motion is a huge hip extension, but that's not. Okay. Your kicks. What do you do after kicks? Oh yeah, knife hands. High five, low five, backhand. Other hand high, low, backhand. 1, 2, 3. Backhand. Yeah. High, low, backhand. High, low, backhand. If this was a stick, you'd be extending through. Good. High, low, backhand, all the way around. So you're hitting both ears and both knees. So it's right ear, left knee, left ear, right knee. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Last thing to work on, Dave. You're going to turn backwards. You're going to totally backwards, and then you're going to swing your leg behind you and pull. And to do that, you're going to keep turning. Daniel, spinning hook kicks. If you're a higher belt, just spinning hook kicks, you go backwards, lift your leg and pull as you keep turning. So turn your head first, like turning back side kick, and then lift and pull through. Yeah, now make it flat like a point kick. If you did a point kick in rewind, it would be flat across the table. There we go, and then the other side. It doesn't have to look perfect. Make sure you turn and look first. I want to see the target, then kick. Sweet, all right. And you have one minute. Now I take it back. We've got 1 minute left. All that's left is just hands and feet shadow boxing. Don't forget to block. Keep your hands up. So 3. Good, and stop. Ding. Good stuff. Okay. Find a comfy spot. Show. Chariot. Kongi. Hey. Makdo Jumi. Makdo Shujat. Makdo. Show. Chariot. Kongi. Keep. All right. Let's have a seat quickly. All right, so there are primarily two ways in which the body adapts to training stress. Now, I say primarily because the body is a ridiculously complex thing, and I certainly don't know that much about it. Know a little bit. Now, generally, what people talk about when they say muscle memory has very, very little to do with muscles at all. Okay, now if you're in the last class, maybe I talked about it a little bit, but basically, when people say things like, just get back on the bike, because you never forget how to ride a bike, they're not talking about your muscles like in any way, shape, or form. So in your brain, every memory, every picture, every jab is a little neural pathway. I can't remember exactly what they are. Ask Angela, she knows better than I do. But it's basically a connection between multiple brain cells, neurons. And that pathway gets stronger with use, which is why you can walk without thinking, except when you were a baby, you were like, step, whoa, step, thud. Because the brain didn't really know how to use that pathway very well. It was a very new pathway. It's also the same reason why when you first throw a jab, you're like, my arm goes this way. When you throw your kicks, your balance is weak, not because your balance is bad, but because the brain doesn't know how to use that pathway so perfectly well. And so as you do things over and over and over again, that pathway gets built up. It's like think of, say, Deerfoot. Once upon a time, Deerfoot wasn't a great big highway-like thing. It was like a township road. And then they realized they need to use it more, so they built it up. And as it got more and more used, they decided to make it more bigger and bigger. And eventually, like, it's this highway. So our neural pathways work kind of similar to that. And so when someone's talking about muscle memory, that's the first thing they're talking about, which doesn't actually have a lot to do with your muscles themselves. So that's half of it, okay? Now the other half is all to do with muscles. And this was the one you can lose. So your muscles will adapt and your body will adapt to whatever stress you put on them, okay? If you continuously put the same stress on them, they'll grow that way. That's why Lance Armstrong, who was a Tour de France cyclist, has legs that are like tree trunks because he does so much cycling and leg work. And over a zillion years of cycling and leg work, his legs have gotten much bigger. Yeah, he had some chemical help, but even then, he still needed to do the work to make his legs bigger, right? His upper body isn't nearly as strong because, well, he's a cyclist. He does lots of other training. He's very strong and capable with or without whatever help he had. But most of his strength is in his legs because that's what he does. And the muscles have adapted specifically for his cycling, right? And so that's another part of it. We do the same thing. If you do zillions of push-ups, you're not going to get much stronger at rowing. You are going to get much stronger at pushing. So your body the musculature itself will grow and adapt in a certain amount towards the stresses you're putting on it. Now, that only lasts as long as the muscle lasts. So if you're not using it, that gets lost quite quickly, right? So there's two parts to what people call muscle memory. And one of them is neurological pathway building, which is why I do those accumulators of zillions of kicks. Why I say 100 jab crosses. That is because the fastest way to build that neural pathway is endless repetition. The other half, the athleticism and the muscular base, we can build some of that, and a lot of the rest of it has to be built on your own, right? So something to think about. Anyways, I hope you had an awesome class. Hope you had a lot of fun. We shall see you all soon. And namaste.